Hi lovelies, welcome. I'm so glad you could be with me today. We are going to be doing the Twin Flame Tarot. I think the last 2 weeks, or of the last week anyway, I wasn't able to do it. I've just got a lot going on. There might be some weeks that happens because I do have chronic fatigue as well. So I really do appreciate your patience, guys, and your support as usual. We are going to be looking at the Divine Masculine's energy using my Divine Journey Tarot. And we're also looking at the Divine Feminine with the Crystal Visions Tarot today. Okay, so yes, and I've got lots of message cards and lots of different cards here to use, which is just beautiful. I'm going to very quickly go into what I'm using. I think it's nice to also let people know what other decks I'm using from other YouTube content creators. This is Liz Harrison's Divine Masculine 101 and Divine Feminine 101 cards that I'll be using, as well as her Twin Soul Healing Oracle and the Twin Flame Oracle. Okay, they're her cards that I'll be using today. And she's got a beautiful channel called Guided by Angels. And we've got Aqua Moonlight's cards here, the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle, which I usually use for the energy. And I've got White Rose Guidance. She's from, the YouTube channel is Aqua Moonlight. And we've got White Rose Guidance tarot readings as well. She does. She's got a YouTube channel, and this is her Divine Love Messages. We've got Sarah from Charming Oracle, also has a YouTube channel for readings, and these are her love messages. And we've got Tammy at Bloom and Arrow Oracle, which is another Aussie reader. She's one of my friends, great friends. Divine Lover Oracle cards. She's made these beautiful cards, as well as her 55 Messages of Desire. They are the ones I'm using today from her. And we've also got my own creations, the Divine Love Oracle and the Divine Chakra Love Messages, as well as my newest deck, Divine Confessions of a Loving Heart. For some reason it's blurred, but yeah, they're my new ones. So all of these cards from other content creators are actually available at makeplayingcards.com. And I have what am I saying here? I have also got my own shop under makeplayingcards.com, which is there's a link in the description box below. And with Tammy, she's got a YouTube channel. She does love readings, twin flame readings as well, on Bloom and Arrow Oracle. So there you go, guys. That's part of the cards, or all of the cards I'm using, plus James Van Prague's Power of the Power of Love Activation cards. So, okay, let's get started. I'm just going to make sure this is nice and clear, because for some reason my phone's been blurry. I don't know why. But anyway, we're going to get into the energy of the Divine Masculine, starting off with him first, okay? Let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine this week. And you know, yes, this is specifically for twin flames, but I mean, if you have a soulmate, you're not sure of what the labels are, this could resonate with you as well, okay? This could be relevant to you. So purifying, purging, healing, cleaning up his energy right now, as well as being alone, taking time out, solitary, withdrawn, lonesome, single. So he's withdrawing from the world right now. I just had to stop the video because I just had this massive sneeze. Might be hay fever coming in early. But he's absolutely taking time out to purge and heal something. He might be detoxing right now from some kind of an addiction, or even if it's not that, he might be just taking care of his health, mental, physical, emotional right now, and just needs time out to just process, just to gather his thoughts. Maybe there's meditation here as well for him. We're going to see what's going on there. So yeah, sometimes, you know, we all need to just take a step back. Man, this phone is driving me nuts lately. I don't know what's going on with it. Sometimes we just need to take a step back and get away from the world, the noise, okay? And that's might be what he's doing here. But he's also focusing on wishes coming true. Jupiter in Pisces, on cloud 9, feeling elated, on top of the world, contentment, satisfaction, gratitude. Every day feels like Valentine's Day. So he's in a good place in this section, okay? Sometimes we look at that and think, oh, there's something wrong. You know, he needs to go off and purify or take time out. But he's actually enjoying his time alone. He's enjoying this space because there might be something he's doing that's very positive for him. that's helping him to grow, helping him, could be something like bike riding or creating something, building something. There's something creative he's doing here, and it doesn't have to mean that he's, you know, full on getting busy, but it could just be his space. You know how some people might take some time out to meditate or just enjoy nature or paint. There's something that he's doing that's very healing to the soul, okay? And it's making him feel like his wishes are coming true. So, yeah, it might be keeping this quite secret from everybody else. He might be working on something he doesn't want everyone knowing about, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. He's just enjoying his own time. So let's see the energy, right, of the Divine Feminine. What she's sitting in right now. What's the Divine Feminine sitting in right now, please, Spirit? So pretending, mask, exaggeration, and bluff. I want to get another one on that one, please. Established, family, triumph, security. Okay. So she might be putting on a little bit of a mask at the moment in terms of, yes, this is interesting, in terms of trying to like have the message come across either to him or to other people that she's fully stable and happy in her family life or in her house situation, in her home. The home can also be the body, the vessel. It's our safe temple, you know, and it could be that at the moment she's not really happy where she's at. She might be trying to find some stability or happiness or strength in a situation, but isn't yet there. So it could be that she's putting on a mask to him that everything's fine at home. And it could be through social media. I mean, this is, especially if there's a Divine Feminine who's married or in another connection, she might be putting on a mask that, you know, to everybody that everything's fine, my marriage is fine, my relationships are fine, my children are fine, everything's fine, everything's okay, it's all good, okay? When really it could be something that she's struggling with right now. Let's have a look. What's going on here? What is she doing? Wow, far out, there's way too many. What is she doing, please, Spirit? You have to excuse me, I'm a bit congested today. King of Cups. So this is the masculine, but this is also the embodiment of her feelings, okay? It embodies her overall, what she's showing to the world is that she's emotionally secure. She's mastered her emotional insecurities. She's got a lot of love to share, which she does. But I think she's trying to make out that everything's fine. She's in control of everything at the moment. And if there is another partner, she's definitely making it come across that she's strong in her partnership, that there's a lot of love here between the both of them. And I think she's masking maybe even her true, deeper feelings for the masculine right now. So I do want to get an idea as to what is he actually feeling deep down towards her. This is Scorpio energy too, which can be very secretive, very private. So she might be keeping her home life very private. You know, he's actually kind of hiding off down over here, but not in a bad way. I don't think she's doing it in a bad way either, but for some reason there's something that's not right or not very good in her life, but she's making it out that it is okay. All right. I do want to get another card on that, actually, for the Divine Feminine, current energy. Judgment. Yeah, she might feel that people are judging her at the moment as well. There's a lot of harsh lessons that she's had to learn regarding establishing her roots and family and putting them first as well. And I think that she might feel that people are judging her even based on her own house, her money, her career, just everything. She might be feeling a little insecure with those things right now and wants to be good enough for the Divine Masculine as well, or anybody that's in her life, you know. So how is the Divine Masculine truly feeling for the Divine Feminine right now? How is he feeling deep down right now? So there's an emotional whirlwind, affected, dramatic, unstable. drifting, slowly parting, disconnecting, detaching. So there might have been something that happened between them that he just, you know, might feel that it's a bit chaotic, and that they might be slowly drifting apart right now. And it's not necessarily a bad thing with the emotional whirlwind. I mean, it could have been if it was like a roller coaster ride, which we sometimes do describe the twin flame connection to be. But it could have been that there was just too many emotions that were coming up that were just really difficult to face. Look at the family home. Very interesting. So there's a few messages in this, okay? This is the 10 of prosperity, which represents this family home here as well. If they did live together or have some kind of family together, you know, maybe that just wasn't able to fit into that traditional way of being able to live together and have a marriage and have kids and things like that. So there's a need to drift away. Maybe they're both in different connections. That could be something as well as to why it just can't work out like this, okay, live together in this family home. It could be that, you know, they live at a far distance or fair distance away from each other right now as well, even though they do see each other as their home. So together you are each other's home. But yes, there's definitely this feeling of things are not really secure. Yeah, they're not secure when together at this time. It's not time to make home together for some of you, okay? That's just something that's not the right time, or I do feel like there's a block. For some of you, it's just timing. For some of you, it might be someone's in another connection. There's just a reason why this isn't able to work right now in terms of coming together and actually building a life together. So what he's feeling is this emotional whirlwind when it comes to settling and being strong in a connection and being able to even, you know, have a life together in this way. Yes, he's juggling so much in his own life right now, family stuff, money, business. There's a lot that he's juggling that I don't think he even feels he's, you know, the timelines are not aligning for the two of them to actually build this life together and live together and get married or whatever it might be. It's a very traditional way. Sometimes twin flames try to mold the relationship to being in like a traditional thing when it's really not even based on, you know, setting up house with the picket fence and getting married and having children. They don't always work out like that. And I mean, it's not to say, right, that union can't happen and that you can't enjoy a life together or even live together. But it's very rare because a lot of work has to be done. A lot of the values have to align. A lot of the shadows have to be healed and purified. And they both have to be willing to work on it together and really confront those issues. And if they're both struggling or unable to see the other person's point of view, or run away rather than put the effort in trying to deal with things, or even running away from themselves, let alone the connection, it's really just that cycle that keeps repeating. So what is the divine feminine truly feeling for the divine masculine right now? What is her deeper feelings right now? And this could just be this week, okay? It's not, could change next week. It's just how he's feeling right now as well, is that, you know, she's feeling tense and turbulent. Like, look at the waves here and the waves here. There's definitely something that's happened between them that if they were to get together right now, it would be pretty intense. Could actually cause a lot more pain if they were to get together right now, because there's a lot of highly charged emotions going on here. There could be arguments, stress, things like that. Because one might be pushing for something the other can't do. And maybe he's upset because he can't get through to her. She's not being real maybe with him. She might be trying to make out that everything's okay. She can just get on with her life the way it is, which she probably is doing that. But there is that mask as well, that I think he would know that not everything is great, okay? So 8 of Swords, yeah, she's feeling trapped in this tension. She's feeling that her emotions are going around like crazy in this. She can't think clearly. She's feeling a little trapped maybe in her situation, if it's a marriage, relationship, house, location, whatever, family. There's something she just feels her hands are tied with. She can't remove herself from the situation right now. So let's get some ideas of what the Divine Masculine wants to say. What does he want to say? He wants to say, I left you before you could leave me. I have serious abandonment issues that I need to clear first before we can truly be together. So we see the emotional whirlwind. We see him distancing himself and drifting away. Maybe it wasn't a clean cut. Maybe it's just something that he just gradually did, you know, to move away from it. And I remember you. Okay, so he's saying, I haven't forgotten you, I remember you. If this has been years, especially, of those who have been apart. And I'm truly sorry for all the pain and drama I've caused. You didn't deserve that. So he really did maybe come in quite loving and strong and intense in the connection, to the point where it was like, oh my God, my mind's made up. I want you. I want this life with you. But then when it came to getting into that, moving into that, it freaked him out. They weren't ready. You know, it's too serious. Oh my God, it's real now. You know, I think that might have happened for the Divine Masculine. Now, the Divine Feminine says, I found myself when I found you. So she definitely feels that he's also been a mirror, okay, to her. You are always on my mind. And saying goodbye to you was the hardest thing I ever had to do, but it was the only thing to do that felt right at that time. I just couldn't give you what you need. So they were both in a position. It's not really on one or the other. They're both in a position where they can't really give each other, you know, the attention and the effort and all that kind of thing into the connection right now. So let's see what does he really want? What does the Divine Masculine really want deep down? He wants to feel euphoric with her. He wants to chase it. He wants to feel joy and laughter with her again. Yeah, definitely wants to feel those things with her. Wants to be happy on cloud 9, all those things. I mean, it shows he is in that at the moment. There's something he's doing that's fulfilling his soul whilst this is happening. But look, the love is the perfect choice. He chooses her. He wants to choose her. He wants her to know that he chooses her, even if there's other connections here. Yes, and he says to her, I cannot handle any more heartbreak. So he's being in self-protective mode as well. And I am entwined in the thought of finding you one day. So he just thinks it's not the right time. So the Divine Feminine, what does she want in this connection? What does she want with this connection right now? Oh, sorry about this phone. It's really driving me nuts lately. Oopsies. So she wants, yeah, she still wants to remain shallow and detached, okay? She might even really, in some ways, want things to come to the surface. She might really want him to really tell her what's going on deep within him, but I do definitely feel like she's got a guard up. She's looking after her emotions. She's being self-protective, maybe a little like putting a barrier up and coming across as not wanting to get into the deep and meaningfuls because something has hurt her. She doesn't want to show him how deep this has affected her. So, yeah. It's like, well, if that's what you want, whatever. Okay, I'll just get on with it. But she's definitely wanting to heal this and recover from this betrayal or heartbreak, okay? Because this was quite like a stab. Maybe she didn't see this coming. She felt blindsided, okay, with something that happened between them. Very pained. Didn't see this coming, it feels, that this, whatever this was here as well. Maybe didn't see things coming with how she was going to respond or react or feel. She may not have expected the feelings of her own to come up the way they have. But this is all about a quick ending, okay? So this is extremely deep. This is very deep stuff. It's trauma. yet she's not able to face it or deal with it right now. So she's trying to get along with life and put on the happy face and survive through that. And she says, you are my treasure. So she really does hold deep feelings for him still. And I have been watching you from a distance. So she's been watching him, his social media, maybe keeping an eye on him, you know, if it's his workplace or something like that. She's, yeah, been watching to see where he's at, I guess. Especially if he's got a little MIA here. She's probably wondering what's going on. So let's have a look, okay? What's his action this week regarding the connection? So, unconditional, innocence, whole heart support. So he's not feeling anything negative towards her. It feels like he just, for his own protection here, protecting his heart, protecting her as well, because he feels it'll do more damage coming together when they're not ready. He's loving her from afar. That's what he's doing. He's trying to hold unconditional love, you know, for her. Yeah, blissful union, 10 of roses. So this is where he's at in his heart space, okay? He's feeling that they are at union, like they are together in his heart. She is in his heart, wholly. He supports her wholly in his heart. So it does look like he's not really, you know, coming forward just yet. But we do want to see, what does he have to say from that heart space? He is saying, I love that we share the same kind of humor and crack each other up over the silliest things. This is what he holds in his heart, those memories. And let's travel and explore the world together. So it's like he does envision coming back one day and sweeping you off your feet, Divine Feminine, and, you know, wanting to travel and explore the world together and having fun and being euphoric together. And being free of something that's holding you both back. So what is the Divine Feminine? What's her action this week? So consequences, karma, destiny, cause and effect. So she might be feeling consequences of something right now. We've got the Judgment card as well. Didn't we have that with her? I can't remember now. Or maybe I'm dreaming. Oh no, there it was there, the Judgment card with her energy. She's feeling like there's big lessons in this right now. And she's going to be trying to learn the lessons in this right now. Yeah, so my phone just died. I'm trying to remember what I just said. But yes, also on this, I feel like she might be feeling the consequences, or she's going to, because it is what's going to happen. She's going to be feeling maybe the consequences of some action she may have taken, but also learning some harsh lessons in this for some reason. So it's not anything she may have done. We all do things, obviously cause and effect. Maybe what she's choosing to do is not really helping her in terms of healing something. If she is kind of being in denial or pushing away something and not really looking at it or dealing with it, that could be something. But yes, look at that. 4 of Pentacles, she's still holding things close to her chest, not really opening up at this stage. So she's holding back, holding on to things, maybe holding on to a little bit of a grudge around something. But what does she want to say? Because there is a lot of love here. She wants to say to him, I want to have your babies. So this is serious for her. She wants something long term, okay? You feel like a warm home I never want to leave. And he says to the Divine Feminine, it's time. I'm ready to tell you the truth. I know you've waited so long to hear it. So he is wanting to tell her something that's been on his mind. Maybe it hasn't been the right time to tell her. He says, you'll never have to fear anything with me. I will keep you safe and secure. So this is his higher self coming through saying, I am going to be a strong rock for you. I am a rock for you. Maybe not right now, but I will be, and I want to be somebody that you don't have to be afraid of anything with me. Okay, so he says, you inspire me so much. I want to create beautiful things with you. So I think that he wants to enjoy life with her, look at the beautiful things together, rather than the stuff that's gone wrong. And I do kind of get the idea that the Divine Feminine is in some darkness here, like she's not able, see, we see this with the blindfold, she's unable at the moment for whatever reason to come out from something. It's like it's stewing in her mind. Perhaps there's just something that's holding her back right now from being able to fully accept something or heal from something. And she says, it's right on the tip of my tongue, I just need the courage to say it. So there's something she's possibly needing to tell him, hasn't been able to tell him just yet. And listen to your inner voice. Please don't be influenced by what other people say. So it's interesting they both got throat chakra cards here. Like there's things that haven't been said that still need to be said. And she's saying that this is what she wants him to know. Okay, I need the courage to tell you that there might have been a misunderstanding. Please don't listen to what other people are saying. Like, please keep an open mind. Don't be influenced by what they say about me. That's what she's saying. And my love for you runs so deep. And I am so in tune with you empathically. I can feel your happy or sad tears. And maybe that's why she's also in this space, because she can feel deep down that there's stuff he's also going through that he needs to, you know, heal as well. So let's get some other ideas here. So what does he want to say to the Divine Feminine? Let's get more message cards. He says to her, I want to be myself with you. So at the moment, he might feel he's not able to be himself fully with the Divine Feminine, especially if she's putting up a bit of a mask or that guard to pretend, like not pretend, but to protect herself. He might be feeling that she's not being authentic with something. So it kind of makes him wonder what's going on. There is nobody else in my heart. So he's telling her that, like, even if he was to be with someone else, she's the one that really is so special to him and in his heart. I get jealous when it comes to you. So he's feeling jealous. That's another, like, that's an issue that does come up for him. So I'm not sure if that's because of someone else in her life. You are so right for me. And let's live together. Wow, look at that. Let's live together. This is what he wants. Okay, he wants that. It might not seem like that because of the situation, but he's thought about this. He sees that you are the one. Okay, you are the one, Divine Feminine. And he is actually thinking about living, what it would be like to live together, but obviously it's not the right time now. The Divine Feminine says, I hate that I get so triggered by our connection, by you and our connection, and I am understanding that we are learning from each other. Oops, fell down, hang on. And I love you so much it hurts. And I wish I could kiss you and feel your breath on my face. So she's really missing him. And I want you to be the one I have a family with. So twice now it says, I want your babies, or I want to have your babies. I want to have a family with you. You know, she's probably thinking the clock's ticking as well for some of them who are biologically, you know, aging. She probably thinks, well, I want to have a family now, and I've got this urge, you know, biological urge to have a family now, and I want it with you. Even if it's not to fall pregnant to him, it's to have a family together. There's a feeling of wanting to nest together, to enjoy life together, to build life together, to create something beautiful together, okay? And she wants to have a family with him. Divine, wow, shit, I'm so over it. I'm over it when they fly out like this, really. Okay, hang on a minute. Divine Masculine. Your journey is protected. You are safe. So he's on his own journey at the moment, doing his own thing, healing himself, trying to find his own happiness independently, okay, of this connection. He's juggling a lot right now. He's trying to ground himself, trying to find himself on the right path, and he is safe. The Spirit is letting him know he's protected in what he does. And the Divine Feminine, yes, there's definitely learning, wisdom and knowledge. There's definitely something in this situation the Divine Feminine needs to see as a lesson. She says here, I am understanding that we are learning from each other, learning the wisdom of the owl. You know, the owl might be a symbol coming in to remind her to sit back and not take it so personally, to realize that everybody's actions have a consequence. And is she going to remain in a place of victim mode? Because that's what the Eight of Swords can be. We've got to be careful we don't fall into a victim mode, because we feminines have the power to rise up. We have a very magical power we need to tap into within ourselves. It's intuition, it's the empath, it's that strong goddess, warrior, you know, princess, whatever you want to call it. There's like this strong energy that she can tap into. She doesn't have to be thinking, okay, this has been done to me and I can't do anything about it and I feel so down about this, and putting on that mask, like, and being in denial. Yes, that's a process, but it doesn't have to be something she needs to be in for a long time. She needs to be able to look at the lesson and heal it and move on and become, you know, rise up stronger than ever. But as we know, everything's a process, and sometimes the denial is also a self-protection thing. And at the moment, she might be angry at him. There might be unresolved things that she's just stuck in right now that she just cannot learn from. But it is a process. You know, she's got to be able to come to terms with things at her own pace. We've got the Peace Lily of the Judgment card here. So she's got to come to peace with something within herself in order to be able to heal it. And when we do that, when we're able to face something and acknowledge it and accept it, that's when the healing occurs. Because we've now made an acknowledgement of, oh my God, this is what's happening, and I've got no choice but to accept it for what it is, you know. And I can learn from this, and I can gain wisdom and tap into the intuition that's within me and know how to deal with this and how to rise above it. And the Divine Masculine's advice card here. Age is illusion. You are an old soul physically. You are as old or as young as you allow yourself to feel. So you are an old soul. Physically, you are as old or as young as you allow yourself to feel. So he might be undergoing something here as well, where for some of them, if they're in their mid-50s or something, might be having some kind of identity crisis, going through a midlife crisis maybe. So he might be very, it doesn't matter how old he is, but he might just feel old. He might be wondering, you know, at his age, should he be at a certain place in his life? Has he got his career up and running? Has he got a house? Has he got a family? He might be looking at himself as a failure right now, realizing that, okay, at my age, I should have this sorted. I should have my life sorted emotionally, even to know what I want in a relationship and what I can provide, and provide security and be secure in myself. There's a lot of stuff going on for him right now. He's questioning as well. About where he needs to be. But I think it's great he's escaping into something that's making him feel really good about himself. It could be a business idea that's getting off the ground, that's helping him to, you know, clear his energy of negative thoughts, or any old, you know, energy is getting it, like moving it by taking positive action. But that's interesting that's come up. So he's just got to realize that even if he is, you know, he could be 30 and feeling this way, could be 60, whatever it is, he's got to realize that he can just, whatever he feels he needs to do or wants to do or is capable of doing, he is capable of it. He can do it. And there's no rights or wrongs either. Because age is an illusion. It's man-made. And there is no age in spirit. You know, there is no time or age. So for the Divine Feminine, we've got passion. Follow your passions. Let them drive you on, even when they drive you crazy, okay? So follow your passions. Let them drive you on, even when they drive you crazy. So move through it. If you feel angry, or, you know, if you're feeling angry at the moment, move through that energy, even if it drives you crazy. Even when he drives you crazy, okay? If the Divine Masculine's driving you crazy, it doesn't matter. You've just got to follow your passions. Get on the path to where you're meant to be, okay? Even if it's driving you crazy on the way. Because it's not good being in a stagnant situation right now. There's inspiration that can be tapped into to get things moving again and to follow your passions. And then you'll be able to follow, okay? Like, it'll lead you the way as to where you're meant to be next as well. Now, I want to get some higher self message cards from the Divine Lover Oracle cards. So Divine Masculine says to the Divine Feminine, unfolding, okay? Every day brings me closer to you. Our journey is unfolding with each day that passes. Please be at peace and know that everything is as it should be right now. Savor the waiting, all is well. So he's asking her to realize that even though there's time, you know, or constraints, or there's blocks in the path, or they're just not there yet aligning, it's unfolding. So she's just got to trust in the process and accept something and allow that energy to flow again, to move, okay? Because at the moment she's stopping something. She's blocked. There's something blocked here. Could be sadness, could be resentment, could be anger, could be just that denial. Whatever it is, there's something there that's stopping her own flow, letting, you know, things to come into her own life, abundance, prosperity, trust, happiness. He's saying, you know, he's following his path. He's trying to rise above things. He's trying to, or he is, you know, embracing something that makes him feel alive and happy and gives him satisfaction and feeling really good. He's asking her to do the same. He's saying things are unfolding. You know, I'm on my way. I am actually learning things. I am doing things, even if it looks like I'm just hiding away doing nothing. I am actually working on myself. The Divine Feminine says, divine guidance. I'm amazed at how the universe brought us together. Everything keeps falling into place for us. There are divine forces at work guiding us to union. If you look back at our journey, you will see it too. So this is her higher self coming through, saying, I know this connection of ours was divinely guided. We were meant to come into each other's lives. It's amazing how they brought us together. If you think of how you met your twin, where was it? Who was there? Was it an amazing feeling? You know, that kind of thing. Was it a serendipitous event? You know, things like that. So his passion for her says, every part of you is perfect for me. And all the time in the world will never be enough for us. And I want to run my hands through your hair. So he does have this passion for her. And the Divine Feminine says, I wonder what you'll do to me when we're alone together. So she's thinking about, you know, when they're alone, you know, if they get back together soon, she's envisioning that. What's that one? You have me under your spell. So she can't get her mind off him. I imagine giving you a sensual massage you will never forget. I adore you. When I see pictures of you, it turns me on. So there's a little bit of an obsession maybe in some of this as well. On one hand, she doesn't want to think about him, doesn't really want to go there with the painful things, but at the same time can't stop thinking about him. So what does he think that she sees in him right now, like as in his best quality? What is he hoping that she'll see? That he's a kind person, that he's a humanitarian made of love and able to share that energy with others. He wants her to notice that within him. He wants her to remember the kindness that is in his heart and soul, even if things were not good between them. That's who he is to the core. And the Divine Feminine, she's saying detachment. So what she's hoping for him to see is that she's detaching from old patterns and releasing them, and ideas that no longer serve her highest ideals of love, and that, you know, that she's gaining satisfaction. So she's letting the energy of love guide her for self-approval, so that others no longer define who she is. So she wants him to see that she's not allowing other people to drag her down anymore, or that her decisions or actions are based on what other people might think. So maybe there's been some stress of being judged here. This is that judgment card coming through, that she may have been worried too much of what people are going to think of her, their relationship, or something might have gotten into the involved, you know, in between them. There might have been an interference. And she wants him to see that she's strong and she doesn't need the self, you know, approval from others, basically, to define who she is. So she's still trying to learn on that journey. And let's have a look. Divine Masculine here is trying to take back his power and release blame. So he's trying to release blame, and by doing that, he's taking back his own power. He's taking responsibility for that, rather than I don't feel like he wants to blame the Divine Feminine or anyone else. I think he wants to try and be held accountable and you know, be independent in that way and tackle things. And the divine feminine is feeling the distance. She's wanting to be distant right now, even though she is maybe obsessing or loving him. There's a mixture of emotions going on here. Yeah, she's falling in love. She is in love with him. That's what that's telling me. So for the journey together, yeah, they're rebuilding their lives, but they also want to eventually rebuild this together. That's what it's all about here. So I want to get some information, just some charms and stuff here as well, just quickly. And some initials. So let's go with this. Okay, we're going to get attributes. I keep forgetting that. We're going to get some attributes. This could be you or they, okay? You or them, this could relate to right now. So El Salvador is somewhere. We've got average weight, North Korea, and we've got Argentina. So shout out to everybody. Loves chocolate, overweight. We could see someone who's a free spirit. About to free themselves from something. Facial hair. Easter could be a significant time, could be their birthday around that time, could be just a significant time when you met perhaps. Heart on sleeve, they wear their heart on their sleeve. A karmic situation is being dealt with here. Could be dealing with a karmic partner. Big transitions are coming. Hazel could be a name or their eyes. Vietnam, and we've got seductive, yeah, both feeling very seductive. You know, with each other, you're very seductive. Italy. We've got Taurus and Southeast. They could live from each other. Scotland, cuddly. Orange. Okay, they might like the colour orange. They might eat oranges. Could wear a lot of orange, I don't know, for maybe, I don't know what I'm saying with that. Jamaica. Orange is also the sacral chakra. Golf. So it could be that they play golf. They might drive a golf car. Drives. Oh, look at that. Drives. Drives a golf car for someone. But they do drive. Smooth voice. And returning love. Look at that. Netherlands. And we've got well-dressed. Someone who comes from Zambia, perhaps. And we've got countryside. Tower moment. Oh, yeah, there's definitely been a tower moment for each one, but especially the divine feminine, I'm feeling. Air. So she's not liking the change. She's kind of resisting the change, but she's getting there. Separation. Yeah, it's not liking the separation. Air could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Short. City. Okay, they might live in the city. Birthday is interesting. So birthday is significant here. And commitment. Okay. They want a commitment. So we have the diamonds are a girl's best friend, as they say. You know, this could be a commitment for sure. We just had the word commitment. So I feel like your person, both of you, do want this commitment. This is a love that lasts forever. And we've also got, yes, definitely a spiritual love, a spiritual commitment already made. Okay, your souls are bonded. You're in union already. You've got the dolphin, so it's about soulmates, play, fun, youth, youthfulness. Someone lives near, near the ocean. Could be overseas from one another. Got party. So I'm pretty sure in the animal medicine it says to breathe. I think with this one too. So remember to breathe. Party, birthday, Easter, something like that. Birthday party you might meet at again. Something like that. Could be holiday season with Christmas here as well, that there could be some connection, some talk, connection there, yeah, contact. We've got Cancer, so someone could be a Cancerian, someone might play a guitar or music. Yeah, once again, we've got the cello or the violin right here, so someone could be a musician for sure with the musical symbol again. Someone's playing music or going to live music maybe. We've got the love seat, so they might think about you sitting on the couch having, a beautiful conversation with you. We've got, yes, that something will be cut, the karmic tie will be cut. We've got Aries Ram, and we've got the anchor. So yes, they do want to anchor themselves into your life when the time is right, you know, divine timing. Once again, represents travel overseas. Yeah, definitely. Look at that. Got top cruises, got the island, the beach. Could definitely be, it says here, cruises to the heart of Asia. Someone from Asia. Yeah, it could be that. And I've got these things here. Let me have a look. Gosh, it's just everywhere. So, yeah, this is about union. I already know what this one is. This is saying union and partnership. This is coming in. This is just absolutely beautiful. So, and once again, this one here as well. It's like an X here. Let me have a look what it's saying. Where are you? Where are you? Yes, this one says, the dark sides block you and make you weak. Investigate what makes you so attractive to bad luck. So in other words, what's saying is that there's possibly some darkness here on the divine feminine side. She needs to be able to remove those blocks. She doesn't want to keep attracting the negative. And we've got the world here, the globe. So it could be that you are overseas from each other, but he definitely said he wants to travel the world with you, divine feminine. So let's have a look at some letters here. We got an S, T, H, D, L, X, Q, C, O, R, and a V. Okay, so it's funny how it said short before. S, H, O, R, T. Someone could be short. Could be like 5 foot or something, just around that. Could also be like, I got the word Thor. Thor, the god of, what is he again? I can't even remember. My brain is not working, but we got Thor. So someone could be into the gods, Thor. We've got, no, I haven't got an S. What am I saying? An E. Got hot. They find you to be really hot. Someone might live in a hot climate. Got cot. So someone definitely might really want a baby with a baby cot. We did see that before. Scot. Someone comes from Scotland. Is a Scot, perhaps. Ox, year of the ox they might have been born in. But I'm running out of time. So I am going to, what else I got there? Slot, kind of reminds me of like the casino slots. Dot, Dorothy, Dot. Yeah. I miss you a lot. So there's R, S, L, O, T, C, H, X, V, D, and a Q. I'm going to get some numbers now for the angel numbers. 2. Oops, what the hell? 7, 1, and a 0. Okay, let's get the number 27. You have been given signs that your prayers are being heard. Trust that God's plan is unfolding as it needs to. Okay, 271. And this one says, the next step on your path is down to you. Get clear in your heart about where you want this road to go. Okay, because you have the power to make the changes. 710 says, the power of God is within you. Okay, you got to remember this, guys. Spiritual experiences are unfolding for you and supporting your expansion in the world. And then we've got number 10. You are uniting your energy with that of God. Trust that the signs you are seeing are direct communication with the divine. This is so beautiful, guys. I'm going to choose one more card for each. Okay, divine masculine says to the divine feminine. I am undergoing an amazing awakening. I'm finding myself along the way. Please be patient with me. Yeah, definitely finding himself. And the divine feminine says, every word I say holds pure honesty and integrity. I mean every word. You can trust me. You are so gorgeous. I want to love you and explore every inch of you. So anything she's ever said to him in a positive light, you know, loving him, she wants him to know that it's true. Every word she ever has said to him that's, you know, obviously loving, hopefully, is the truth. And she means every word, that he can trust her, you know, with his heart, and that she finds him so gorgeous. She just wants to love him. She just wants to love him and have a life with him. But it's really important that this divine feminine really takes some time to work on herself, and it's really good they are at a point of separation so that they can both do so right now. And the light will shine in on this, you know. It's just, it takes time to accept things and work through them. So guys, I hope that's resonated, or that you've enjoyed even just chatting in the box below. And I look forward to connecting with you guys next time. Love and blessings.